I moved into my new apartment last September. 3rd floor, decent space. Quiet neighborhood aside from the occasional ambulance tearing down Main Street. It wasn't anything fancy, but after the breakup, I just needed somewhere I could be alone. My unit faced the back alley. Across it was another brick apartment building, older than mine. Thin windows, lots of ivy crawling up the sides. The kind of place you'd expect to see dusty blinds and stained coffee mugs on the sills. Nothing remarkable, really. Except for one window. 3rd floor. Kitchen window, I think. Same level as mine. The first time I noticed it, I had been up late dealing with a corrupted Excel file for work. It was after 2 a.m., and I'd stepped away from my laptop to refill my water when I saw him. He was standing in the kitchen window directly across from the alley, frozen. Not just still, I mean completely motionless. Arms at his side, shoulders rigid. The alley wasn't wide, but it was far enough that I couldn't see his face clearly. Just the shape of him under the overhead light. His head looked recently buzzed, maybe uneven. His posture was unnaturally stiff. He wore a plain white undershirt, thin and dingy, like it hadn't been washed in weeks. There was nothing obviously threatening about him, but something about the way he just stood there. Every night, same spot, same time. It just felt wrong. I nicknamed him Night Shift, not out loud or anything, just in my head. He gave off this strong, vacant energy, like someone stuck on autopilot, running off whatever fumes were left in his brain. I saw him again the next night. Same time, same window, same blank stance. And the night after that. At first I figured maybe he's an insomniac, or maybe he worked late and needed some time to decompress. Weird, yeah, but not impossible. But then I started noticing patterns. Every night his light came on at 2:03 a.m. And every night he stood perfectly still. No phone, no water, no movement, for nearly an hour. That kind of consistency started to get under my skin. I told myself it wasn't any of my business and that I shouldn't care. But after a few nights, I started timing my water breaks just to check if he was there. And he always was. Then came the night where there were all of a sudden 2 of them in the window. I looked up, and this time, he wasn't alone. Someone was sitting at the kitchen table behind him. Their posture was wrong, slumped, arms limp, head tilted forward at an unnatural angle, almost like they were unconscious, or worse. The man didn't even turn around, he just stood there like always, still, silent, watching nothing. The next night, same thing. Only this time, the person at the table looked even worse. Like they were collapsing in on themselves. No movement, no sign of life. At one point, the man walked over and adjusted the person, lifted their chin, straightened their shoulders, and then went right back to standing at the window like nothing happened. I told myself maybe the other guy is passed out. Maybe he's drunk, sick, something like that. Still, the whole thing felt wrong. I even picked up my phone at one point, thumb hovering over 911. But I just stared at it. What would I even say? Hey, there's a guy standing still across the alley? It sounded ridiculous the second I said anything out loud. I mean, sure, it was creepy, unsettling as hell, but maybe the guy had a sleep disorder. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe it was some weird roommate dynamic I didn't understand. He wasn't hurting anyone, and I sure as hell didn't want to be the crazy new tenant calling the cops over someone else's business. So I didn't call. I just kept watching. On the 4th night, the light never came on. 5th night, nothing. By the 6th night, I started telling myself I'd imagined the whole thing. Then last night, at exactly 2:03 a.m., the light came on again. This time I froze. He was standing at the window again, but this time alone. No slump figure, no staged dinner guest, just him. And this time, he was looking directly at me. Our eyes locked across the alley. My heart was pounding. And then he smiled. He raised his right hand and waved. Just once, slow, controlled. Like he had been waiting to do it. Like he knew I had been watching. Like he wanted me to understand something. I didn't sleep. I closed all of my blinds. I didn't dare turn off any of the lights. I sat behind the couch until morning. I haven't looked out that window since. Because I don't think he waved to scare me. I think he waved to say, "It's your turn."